What's up guys, I'm Suman from Stein and welcome to the 9th episode of Lap Talk. And in this episode, we'll be taking a look at the MSI GL65 Leopard 9SCXK-065IN. So should you consider buying this laptop? Let's find out in this video. Now let us start with the specifications because that is one thing which most people look out for when purchasing a laptop. And I have to say, this laptop definitely has really good internals for the price. Now this machine comes with a 9th generation Core i5 CPU, it has 8 gigs of RAM, a 512GB NVMe SSD, and as for graphics, it has the NVIDIA GTX 1650. Now the 9300H is a really great entry-level gaming CPU. Now even when you compare it with the newer 10300H, which is the 10th generation Intel CPU, the performance difference is actually not that huge. And this combined with the GTX 1650 that you have here, gaming on this laptop is definitely going to be a nice experience, especially for those who are first time buying their gaming laptops. Now I'm saying this because the GTX 1650 has nearly twice the gaming horsepower of the previous GTX 1050. So 1080p gaming at 60 FPS is possible on most AAA gaming titles, but make sure you adjust the settings accordingly. So technically if you play games like CSGO or Dota, you can easily get around 100 frames without any issues. And even if you're playing games like GTA or Call of Duty or Battlefield, like AAA gaming titles, then you can easily get 60 FPS at 1080p, but make sure you put the settings at medium or high depending on the game. Or sometimes even you might have to put it in low, but still you can get that 60 FPS mark. Mostly it should be around medium or high. So if you're planning to game on this machine, then trust me, you will not be disappointed, especially for the price. Now on this laptop, you get 8 gigs of RAM clocked at 2666 MHz. Now this is not the fastest RAM by any means, but still a really respectable one. But the main selling point of this laptop is that you can upgrade the RAM up to 64 gigs. Yes, 64 gigs. Now when it comes to games, 8 or 16 gigs of RAM would be more than enough. But if you're planning to do content creation here, maybe like video editing, 3D modeling, then trust me, this option to upgrade to 64 gigs of RAM will definitely help you a lot. And with the prices of RAM reducing like a lot these days, it is quite easy to upgrade your RAM to 32, 64, how much ever you want according to your needs. And trust me, that is a huge thing, especially if you are a content creator. And finally, we get a 512GB NVMe SSD here, and Windows is definitely going to be snappy. And another bonus point is that you get an empty 2.5-inch slot where you can put a 2.5-inch hard disk or an SSD. So overall, in terms of performance, the MSI GL65 Leopard should be a pretty snappy laptop that you can game well and also has the horsepower to handle content creation. So be it for gaming, be it for content creation, for this price, I think the performance is actually on point. Anyways, now let's talk about the display. The MSI GL65 Leopard has a 15.6-inch Full HD IPS level 60Hz display. It's a pretty modern looking display with really small bezels on 3 sides, which contributes to the laptop's smaller footprint. Now it's a Full HD IPS level panel. So IPS level display actually means it is a TN panel but with much better colors and slightly better viewing angles. Now since this is a gaming laptop, putting in an IPS display won't be that good of an option because IPS panels, even though have great colors and great viewing angles, their response times are like really bad when it comes to gaming. So MSI went with their version of a TN panel which has slightly better colors, slightly better viewing angles. To be honest, it is somewhat much more better than your regular TN panel, and I am confirming that with a lot of research, a lot of user opinions, user reviews. Based on that, I have come to this conclusion. So you will definitely enjoy casual content consumption here, and for gaming this is definitely going to be really nice. Now this laptop has only a 60Hz display, but at this price I think you really can't complain. You definitely should not expect a 120Hz or 144Hz display, and I think still you're getting a pretty good panel for the price, so nothing here to complain. But one thing that you have to keep in mind is that this is not a color accurate display. So if you're planning to do professional color correction content creation here, then I think you have to look somewhere else, maybe some higher end laptops. But for every other person out there, even for beginner YouTubers, this should be really fine. Now let's talk about the design, but in this I'll also be talking about the cooling. Now the GL65 Leopard is by no means a thin or light gaming laptop. I would describe it as manageable or say not so big for a gaming laptop. It's 27.5 millimeters thick and weighs 2.3 kilograms. And now again, based on some research and some user feedback, I can say that this laptop is well built with a great selection of ports, including an SD card slot and good cooling. And on the topic of cooling, this laptop has 2 fans and 7 heat pipes. And based on the size and form factor of this laptop, the thermals on this machine should be pretty good because the chassis isn't too cramped or crowded, so there should be proper airflow in it. Now I'm pretty sure that this laptop will get warm, but it will only be like this gaming laptop warm, the traditional gaming laptop warmth you might feel, but nothing too extreme. So I'm pretty sure, you could say I'm pretty confident that when it comes to heat, this isn't going to be an issue. And finally, since this laptop has really small bezels, the entire size of this laptop is somewhat small for a 15-inch device and is pretty minimal too in terms of looks. So in terms of the build, the cooling and how it looks, I think the GL65 Leopard is quite a minimal yet really well built and good gaming laptop also in terms of cooling. But at the end of the day, it's your personal preference, so definitely let me know in the comments if you like this design. Now talking about the keyboard and trackpad, I'm pretty impressed by what MSI has included here, because many manufacturers skip on other aspects of a laptop just to make sure that their prices are low, but they still are able to give really good specifications. But I don't think that's the case here, because you get a per key RGB keyboard here, and that is from Steel series. Now that's really awesome, because at this price it's not that common to find keyboards with customizable RGB, especially for this price. You also get a numeric keypad, which is kind of great, especially if you use it, and the entire keyboard is stretched from one side to another side, and the layout also looks really good. The trackpad looks decently big, but definitely not MacBook big, and has separated left and right keys. And finally, I really hope that this trackpad has Windows Precision drivers, because if it has, then tracking experience is definitely going to be good. Now I definitely do like this keyboard and trackpad, but I can't give my thoughts on this, my actual thoughts on this, without checking it out. So if I get my hands on this laptop to test it out, I'll definitely keep you updated and posted on how this laptop feels. Finally, you get a 41 watt-hour battery here with a 150 watt adapter. Now since this is a gaming laptop, I'm pretty sure you would use it plugged in, especially when gaming, and in that case I guess the battery shouldn't be that concerning. But still, a 41 watt-hour battery is kind of low. I won't say it is the best. In fact, actually it is not the best. So if you're planning to use this around, carry this around a lot, then I think carrying the charger with you is the best idea. And last but not least, you get 802.11 AC Wi-Fi and you get Bluetooth 5. So there you have it. These are my thoughts, impressions, overview, whatever you want to call, on the MSI GL65 Leopard. Now I have to say, this is a really good laptop for the price. Now I keep telling price, but what is its price? So as of making this video, this laptop is priced at 58,000 rupees. Now for this price, is this laptop the best? I wouldn't exactly say it is the best, but this is a really good one. Because not everyone can shell out 58,000, and especially with a lot of competition from other brands, you can definitely get laptops with similar specifications for much lower, say for 54,000, or you could save some money. But the thing is that when it comes to MSI, they are known for making gaming laptops, and you also get pretty good features here, like an extra RGB keyboard, a really nice display, a really nice trackpad. So when you consider all that, because you get a keyboard from Steel series with per key RGB lighting, which you can customize, so that's definitely going to increase the cost of a laptop, but still MSI included that here, and they've given a really good display with really modern looks. So, and I'm pretty sure the cooling is also going to be here. So you get many features here, and that is why the cost is kind of higher than the competition, but that too by only 1,000-2,000 rupees. So when you consider all that as a whole, if you put it together, then this laptop definitely is a really good laptop that you can consider buying. Even though there is a lot of competition out there and much more laptops with the same specs for lower price, I think for the features that you get, don't leave out the specifications, the extra features like the RGB keyboard, the really good design and all the minimal look and things like that. When you consider all that, then I think for 58,000 rupees, this laptop is an amazing laptop that you should actually consider if you're planning to buy one. So I'll have the links to this laptop in the description below. Make sure you check it out. And with that said, thanks for watching. And this here is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.